A major international move is making headlines as the United States places 8 Nigerians under sanctions over alleged security and cyber links. Let's break down what's happening and what it could mean going forward. You're watching HotGist Report. The United States has taken a major step that is drawing attention across Nigeria and the international community. 8 Nigerians have been placed under sanctions over alleged links to extremist financing networks and cyber-related activities, and this development is already raising questions about security, cooperation, and what this could mean for the country moving forward. If you value clear and simple updates like this, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss important stories as they unfold. According to official announcements, the action was taken as part of ongoing efforts by U.S. authorities to disrupt financial channels connected to groups considered security threats. The individuals named are alleged to have played roles in facilitating support networks, financial flows, or digital operations connected to activities that raise international concern. The sanctions are not criminal convictions, rather, they are administrative measures designed to restrict access to financial systems and prevent transactions that could enable harmful activities. When sanctions like these are announced, the first question many people ask is what exactly it means in practical terms. In simple language, the designation freezes any assets the individuals may have within U.S. jurisdiction and prohibits U.S. persons and businesses from engaging in transactions with them. Because the global financial system is highly interconnected, many international banks and institutions also take note, which can further limit access to financial services. This move reflects a broader global trend where countries are paying closer attention to financial networks that may support insecurity. Authorities increasingly believe that cutting off funding is one of the most effective ways to reduce risks because financial resources often sustain operations behind the scenes. By focusing on money flows and digital channels, regulators aim to weaken networks that rely on international connections. For Nigeria, this story touches on a larger conversation about national security and international partnerships. The country has faced complex security challenges over the years, particularly in regions affected by insurgency, as well as other forms of organized activity. Efforts to address these issues involve cooperation between domestic agencies and global partners, including intelligence sharing and financial monitoring. Many observers see this latest development as part of that wider cooperation. When international partners act, it often reflects ongoing dialogue and shared objectives related to stability and safety. It also highlights how security today is not limited to physical borders. Financial systems, technology platforms, and communication networks connect people across continents, making collaboration essential. Another important dimension of this story is the inclusion of cyber-related allegations. In recent years, governments around the world have become increasingly focused on online activities that can affect security or financial integrity. Digital tools can be used for legitimate purposes, but they can also be misused, which is why regulators pay close attention to patterns that raise concern. The mention of cyber links in this case shows how authorities view digital spaces as part of the broader security environment. As the news spreads, conversations are emerging about what this could mean for Nigeria's financial sector. Typically, actions like this encourage banks and regulators to strengthen compliance measures, ensuring that transactions are carefully reviewed and that systems remain aligned with international standards. For most ordinary citizens, day-to-day banking is unlikely to change significantly, but institutions may adopt stricter internal processes behind the scenes. Public perception is another factor. Headlines involving sanctions can influence how investors, partners, and observers view a country's risk environment. That is why discussions about governance, transparency, and reforms often become more prominent after announcements like this. Many experts emphasize that maintaining strong systems and clear communication helps build confidence over time. At the same time, it is important to remember that Nigeria continues to engage actively with international organizations and partners on security and financial oversight. Over the years, the country has implemented measures aimed at strengthening monitoring frameworks and improving cooperation. These efforts are part of a long-term strategy to address challenges and enhance stability. Some viewers may wonder why actions like this happen at particular moments. While official reasons focus on ongoing investigations and monitoring, broader geopolitical dynamics also play a role. Governments regularly review information and take steps when they believe it is necessary to address emerging risks or reinforce policies. This means that announcements often reflect months or even years of analysis. There is also an ongoing global conversation about the role of sanctions as policy tools. Supporters argue that they provide a way to respond to concerns without resorting to more direct measures, while critics sometimes question their effectiveness or potential unintended consequences. Regardless of the debate, sanctions remain widely used because they can influence behavior and signal priorities. In Nigeria, discussions about security frequently extend beyond policy into everyday life. Communities, businesses, and families all have a stake in stability, and stories like this resonate because they connect to broader hopes for peace and progress. Understanding developments in context helps citizens stay informed and engaged with national conversations. If you find this breakdown helpful, please remember to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps us continue bringing clear and balanced updates that are easy to understand. Looking deeper, this development also highlights the importance of strong institutions. Effective oversight, clear regulations, and transparent processes play a critical role in building trust both domestically and internationally. When systems function well, they can detect risks early and respond appropriately, reducing the likelihood of disruptions. Another angle worth considering is the diplomatic dimension. Actions taken by one country can lead to consultations and discussions between governments, aimed at sharing information and aligning strategies. These conversations often happen quietly but can shape future cooperation and policy decisions. Economic implications are also part of the picture. While sanctions targeting individuals usually have limited direct impact on the broader economy, they can influence sentiment in financial markets or among international partners. Maintaining open communication and demonstrating commitment to reforms can help reassure stakeholders. The role of technology continues to grow in discussions about security. Digital platforms enable communication and commerce on a scale never seen before, but they also require robust safeguards. Governments and organizations worldwide are investing in systems that monitor activity and detect patterns that may indicate risk, reflecting a shift toward proactive approaches. In addition, this story underscores the importance of awareness. Staying informed about developments allows citizens to understand the broader environment and participate meaningfully in conversations about the future. Knowledge empowers people to make decisions and engage constructively with issues that affect society. Many analysts emphasize that addressing security challenges requires a combination of strategies, including economic development, community engagement, and effective governance. While enforcement measures play a role, long-term progress often depends on creating opportunities and strengthening institutions. The international community continues to watch developments closely, recognizing Nigeria's significant role in regional stability and economic growth. As Africa's largest economy and one of its most influential nations, Nigeria's progress and challenges attract global attention, making cooperation particularly important. It is also worth noting that stories like this can sometimes generate strong reactions, especially on social media. Responsible reporting and thoughtful discussion help ensure that conversations remain constructive and focused on facts. Clear communication reduces misunderstandings and encourages balanced perspectives. As events continue to unfold, observers will likely monitor any official responses, policy discussions, or further updates that provide additional context. Transparency and clarity can help maintain confidence and guide public understanding. At a broader level, this development serves as a reminder of the interconnected nature of today's world. Actions taken in one country can have ripple effects elsewhere, reflecting the complexity of global systems. Cooperation and dialogue remain essential in navigating these dynamics. For viewers, following stories like this offers insight into how international decisions intersect with national priorities. It also highlights the importance of staying informed through reliable sources and engaging in thoughtful conversations about the issues that shape the future. Security is ultimately about protecting lives, supporting communities, and fostering environments where people can thrive. Efforts by governments and partners aim to reduce risks and create conditions that support stability and growth over time. As we reflect on this development, it is clear that the conversation extends beyond a single announcement. It connects to broader themes of cooperation, resilience, and the ongoing pursuit of progress. Nigeria's journey continues, shaped by both challenges and opportunities. If you appreciate straightforward updates like this, please like this video and subscribe to stay connected with more important stories. In closing, developments such as this remind us that vigilance and collaboration remain key in addressing complex issues. While headlines may capture attention, understanding the context helps us see the bigger picture. Staying informed allows us to engage thoughtfully and contribute positively to discussions about our collective future.